This week's person of interest is former Florida State footballer Henri Crockett. Once his NFL days were done, Crockett poured his attention into his hometown to help the next generation. He is leading by example and making a little history as he does it.
Mission is to build character, develop leaders, and improve communities one child at a time.
At Barry University, former NFL player Henri Crockett is doling out words of wisdom to local high school students.
So I thought it was an important piece for you guys to spend some time with Lisa.
The goal here, he says, is to help first-generation college students prepare not just for college, but for life.
It's very important for growth. You only know what you know, right? A lot of times we ask these kids to dream big, have these elaborate dreams, but how are you going to dream big if you don't know what's out there? So our goal is to introduce them to different careers, expose them to what's out there.
Crockett is a classic example of a local guy making good. Not just him, but also his brother Zach. They were raised in Pompano Beach before going on to play college football at Florida State and then onto the NFL. Henri Crockett says it was in Tallahassee that his view of the world changed.
In a huge way, right? I was impacted because what happened is it started actually in Pompano. Someone invested in me and mentored me, but the way they mentored me, they got me to start doing things that I wouldn't normally do. They introduced me to the game of golf. They introduced me to the arts, to different restaurants. And the more I started being exposed to these things, the farther I could see.
Crockett used his NFL notoriety to reach back to his community. Although his playing days are long over, the commitment has not changed.
And so that's why I wanted to come back to my neighborhood and do the same thing for these kids, because I understood how much it benefited me.
As a college football star, Crockett was on the first FSU team to win a national title. His mission now is to help kids become champions in life, despite the odds.
All these kids in our program in the top 10% of their class, and what they live in neighborhoods that are underserved, and they don't have all the things that other youth have, but they still come here and they do it at a high level. We want to reward those youth.
In a full circle moment, Crockett recently became the first former Orange Bowl player to be named president of the Orange Bowl Committee. To him, the milestone means an awful lot.
Being able to be a part of the Orange Bowl and really just make a real impact in the community, because we're most known for the game. But a lot of people don't know all the amazing things that we do throughout the year. But and I feel honored to be able to shed some light onto that. So that's what I'm most excited about.
With the NFL draft fast approaching, we asked Crockett if the league does enough to prepare young players. He did not mince words.
They have a lot of resources for us that we could take advantage of, but I don't think they do it with fidelity. I don't think that they dive far enough under the hood to introduce these things to the players. I think we can do a better job at bringing the kids along, because the NFL is getting younger and younger.
Crockett's advice to this year's draftees: start planning for tomorrow today.
Coming to the NFL with the end in mind. And majority of the players don't come into the NFL with the end in mind, so they're not prepared when the lights turn off, because when they turn off, they don't just dim, they just turn off immediately, right? You have to have a second act. So whatever that second act is going to be, then you start doing that on your off season.
And he has certainly found his. Meantime, the Crockett Foundation's signature fundraiser, Cigars and Sips, is taking place March 29th at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. You can find out more details about it on CBSMiami.com. Just search Crockett Foundation.